Race 2 of the weekend, and Jake Dennis has been racing very impressively, and that's Verstappen, who is off the road again. Max Verstappen is in the tyres. We've lost quite a few already, and there he is. He just was on the wrong line. Maybe that was something.
Not the wisest thing to try and go all the way around the outside there, as demonstrated rather ably by the BMW behind. Can Onder having a big handful of opposite lock through the gravel trap, and still the Chevys haven't sorted it out. Now they have. They have outbraked each other, and James presumably.
So coming down here, this is what happened between Markelov and Sato. Oh, and actually it was Binder up on the inside of Markelov, and Binder's not having the best day.
No.
Too far from home in third. Meanwhile, anyone's guess what's going to happen in this. Karamishev in the middle of that battle as... Oh! Dear, oh dear. James Nash with his hand over his...
Stefano Coletti.
Get rid of Trummer. And Palmer is struggling for some reason.
You're right. You're absolutely right. He can't make the gap. Oh, up the inside of Trummer, they crash. No! No! And that's it. Once again, tries the move again, and Coletti is fuming.
It was still in the inside, but that was a little too late.
Trummer had already turned in. Trummer had already turned.
Trummer didn't expect that.
And that's it.
Ooh,
in avoidance as well.
Yeah, because that was Norbert Nagy. I thought it was Andrei Naguga's Honda. It's not. It's Norbert Nagy basically parked on the inside. I think, ooh, actually, when you see it from that angle at speed, that must have been an eye-opening moment.
Man sieht nichts. Fällt ganz eng beieinander, Glock und Rockenfeller, und Glock dreht sich weg. Rockenfeller kann sich irgendwie retten, der gar nichts dafür konnte. Wird dann noch von Martin berührt, und jetzt wird die Resta weggedreht von Maxime Martin. Ist das vielleicht sein Durchbruch bei Audi bislang? Seine Zeit nach seinem Wechsel von Mercedes ja nicht so doll. Und Daniel Juncadella, meine Güte, Petrov noch rein. Die beiden Mercedes, auch das passt zum Wochenende.
Scrabbling around for grip. Oh no! Julian Leal, who was going for that reverse grid pole position. Here we go. He's going for the move on. Oh, yeah, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Hits that white curb, goes for the move on the Racing Engineering, and bop, 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 in.
Quickest of the three lead cars.
Oh, and there's a
Puncture,
problem for one
rear.
of the... Which Bitech is that? It's 60. That's a real shame. So it's Fabio Anidi who's taken over from Giorgio Pantano. They were running then in
fact, is there a rear wheel or not?
overall. Yeah, okay, good point.
It may well be. There
No,
it is. There, I thought it was a bit low for a puncture. It's the rear tire has become detached from the McLaren, and there it is coming, three wheels on my McLaren. Not a pretty sight.
At the English circuit, and there we can see, well, there's where the wheel went, and that's where it departed.
Yeah,
not a
going
nice
in,
place of the
no, into
the
Westfield
circuit.
Bend, not the most ideal place, and that wheel, an error wheel going up.
Oh my word. Well, that's one driver facing the wrong way. Surely we're going to get safety car. We might even get a red flag.
No way.
So down here, how on earth did this happen? You've got the Arden going up. Don't tell me it's teammates. It is going to be teammates. And spins him round. Binder spins Negrão. And that is fairly basic. You don't want to see that between teammates. Yikes. Yeah. There we go. Now we do see... Oh, has somebody gone into the side? What is that? Let's have a look. Oh, it's Markelov, and it is... Oh, goodness, that is a big hit. So he's taken the barrier with him.
Top of the screen, you'll see the car come into play. He's just a little high on the line, goes around, gets so lucky because it doesn't really slap the wall too hard. Lucky again that nobody hits him. That's coming out of turn 2. And now he tries to straighten the car. He lets his foot off the brake a little bit to get control. The momentum brings the back end around still. Been through that many times. You're just sort of riding along as a passenger. Not a whole lot you can do.
Talked about taking downforce off the car. Would it be unmanageable? There's the answer. The former winner into the wall hard.
And there he is already in the middle of the turn, of turn 4. The car has already come around from him, so that means one of two things. The car was very loose where the back end wants to come around on you. It had already swapped ends, or something broke on the car and then the car swapped around on him. We'll have to get a report from him.
He was sideways very, very early on. Hinchcliffe and contact with Carpenter.
Behind you, all behind you here. Yellow's out.
You could tell 3 wide going into 1 was not going to work.
3 wide around here in an IndyCar does not work ever.
Down there.
I suspect they'll have words with each other.
It's 3 wide. Look like.
Yeah.
3 wide, top the belt, squeeze that into you.
Ryan Hunter Race is better than 1 and 2.
Caution, crash. There was debris in turn 2, now a crash. That's Townsend Bell. Turn 4 is hungry today.
So we're going to see him come into frame to the right-hand side as we did. Something goes on with the car, guys, I think, mid-turn, Eddie, because that thing is gone. Now, we heard debris. Did he run over the debris? Did the tire get flat? We don't know.
At the end of these races, when you have accidents and they try to pick up the debris, it's impossible to get it all in. It takes so very little to cut a tire.
Well, the debris, I think, possibly that they talked about might have been ahead of where he had the accident.
Yep.
Quick start from Tarquini, little slow away from Mikulits and from Benani, and that's going to box in Thiago Montero. They're going to go 3 wide behind, but Tarquini has done what he needed to do, get away at the start. Oh, and on the grass, his Muller has a big moment there, and
there you go. Big shunt. Big shunt.
Thompson off.
Both cars gone, and Ivan's been hit as well.
And Kopslovsky as well, and Ivan is in trouble, and Ivan is crabbing, so his car is wrecked, so is Huff's, and so is Thompson. Huff was on the outside, here's Tomo's on board.
Yeah, I think both the Ladas were innocent bystanders. I think Ivan's come back. It's just nudged the, Tomo here, who's gone into, here we go.
Great start from Tomo, electrifying off the line. There's Muller in front on the left.
He's got squeezed by Lopez, who's, touched. Oh, yeah.
In fact, Tomo twitched to avoid Ivan coming back on and clattered into Rob and then got hit by Ivan.
Interestingly, I think Ivan was squeezed by Lopez there.
Chilton's out as well. Didn't see that his car got wrecked. Look, that's a bit of the flat floor of the car.
So something else has happened here with Chilton.
Oh my goodness! Oh. And that is the rear wheel. Entire rear corner has come off Tom's car.
So he's obviously had a knock on the start, and it's all come. I've never seen that before. Actually, that was big. Oh, we've got a red flag. Now that's going to be good news for Ivan.
Круге на этой длинной прямой объезжал по одной Хонде. Так и Николай, только он измеряется. О, там сзади ошибка Дмитрия Брагина, похоже. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. СМТ. По-прежнему Михаил Матаевский лидирует в нетурбированном 2-литровом туринге. В турбированном Скус! Игорь Скус на обочине! Из Люксембурга построил себе новую машину категории 1600. Оу! Оу! Знаете, кто это был? Это была Ульрике Крафт, я вам скажу. И смотрите, без заднего бампера. Оу! Михаил Малеев тут какие-то чудеса творит. И что, задним ходом пересек линию финиша? Нет, конечно, перед.
Oh, in the gravel. That's one of the McLaren's Brusson-Gignon car. Let's look and see. That's not pit entrance, that's Beckett's, isn't it? Yeah, so that's up. Oh, there's there, yes, it's in the first part of Beckett's. And he's left. And has he just sideswiped, so there's not really much damage to the car. The car is now into 16th place in the BMW, off big time into Copse. Second time we've seen that car off into Copse. He's going to try and compose his thoughts. Well, there's no assist there, is there? There's no car around him. What happens? Well, it was under rear tire. It's a tire. Wow, that was nothing to do with him. Right wheel. Whoa, wow, what a... That was a wild old ride. Wow, we only saw the tail of it. Now we've seen the true story. I think principally because of traffic, but Stephen Kane has done what Andy Merrick did in his stint. Oh, Aston Martin in trouble on the bow. Now, what was that? That sounded to me like two cars getting together, going backwards into the wall of the barrier, just under the bridge on Hanger Straight.
and a heavy impact on the right rear. Silverstone is absolutely saturated. There's the lead. Is that the second? Watch up and see. Oh yes, that's what I well. Just totally self-induced. And of course the grass is soaking wet, lubricates the tyres, which then have no grip when you come back on the tarmac, and a heavy impact on the right.
Well, those walls here at Belle Isle, as James Hinchcliffe said in our pre-race interview, have reached out and grabbed someone. The first of them is Simon Pagenaud. The wall.
Those guys were already at it beforehand. Sends him off a little bit. I suspect that Will probably didn't know him there. Probably just thought that he would get out of the throttle so he wouldn't have a run on him going down the straightaway. And look what the left front is now.
But another issue he had Marco Andretti on the right hand.
In trouble at the exit of turn 12, it's Mike Conway.
Decision on tires.
Watch, he'll be right behind the blue and white car.
Oh, he's offline already on the way in. Yeah. So either something caused him to be offline with something mechanical on the car or in turn. Enter in there at about 130 miles an hour.
Watch his steering as he hits the wall.
That's called understeer, and he took his hands off the wheel to save himself from getting his hands caught in the wheel and breaking a thumb or finger or wrist.
Voloshin upset, and the caution is out for where that car sits.
Here we go. We're going to look at it from the tall camera now.
Hinchcliffe got out of the way, over the curb. So Hinchcliffe gave him a lot of room. He went all the way outside of the track, and Voloshin turned in and clipped his right rear tire.
Look at this, how about fifth place?
And
Will power up the inside. Contact with Newgarden. Graham Rahal is collected.
Well, there goes that.
Gosh, will Joseph Newgarden ever get any luck?
Justin Wilson there, yeah. He's hit the wall.
That great run has ended, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happened. He's been working with Al Jr., and his speed is getting quicker and quicker every weekend.
You can see he's coming out of the turn and just catches the barrier on the left-hand side.
But with his front tire, that's the first time we've seen somebody do that. Normally they come out sliding and hit it with the...
And Sato is turned around.
Going the wrong way.
You're clear after board A.
Oh, no.
That's 170 mile an hour coming down there. Lots of yellow flags waving.
Was Takuma Sato.
Remember, tires are cold, not much grip. What happens here?
Oh, that's Ryan Briscoe.
Sato was just a passenger in that. He was very lucky.
You know how frustrating that is. Now we're riding along with Ryan Briscoe. Tries to fit in the middle. I'm not sure that was really going to work too well.
Sorry to interrupt you, is Sandro Zella, who was clattered into somebody or something. You can see how broken the front right corner of the suspension is. How Alex Toril has something to do with it, because he's gone up the inside, and Zella was a rather half-hearted attempt to turn into the corner. I mean, Toril was virtually all the way past. He did slide out a little bit wide, you could argue, from that camera angle. Let's have another look from here. Yeah, he slithered into the corner a bit, didn't he? Perhaps a bit. Oh. Who's that in the cloud? Spike Goddard. So he gets going again. The road is dry enough to get lots of tire smoke. It's dry enough for that, but he lights up the rears. And Spike Goddard, almost Jean Alesi style, that recovery.
It's an incredibly steep hill. Matjes Lane made a good start, but there's contact in the pack. One of the AVF cars facing backwards. Grid. Let's take a look again. Oh, Stanaway has hit after that contact. Going out very wide under Sirotkin, pitched Sirotkin high up into the barriers. Jasman Jafar, DRS wide open up the hill, and Jafar, great move up to 5th place ahead of Marco Sorensen, and another contact and spinners behind. Pietro Fantin defending a fraction too long, I think, there.